Hi, this is Dr. Herbold once again, board-certified clinical nutritionist, board-certified chiropractic neurologist. And a ketogenic diet, as a follow-up to our last little blog, is where the majority of your calories is coming from good healthy fat, hopefully good healthy fat. So there's a lot of people who are eating keto now that are living on bacon and pork rinds and just generally fatty foods. And yes, that will get you into what we call a ketogenic state. So let's start from the beginning. What are ketone bodies? Well, there are exogenous ketone bodies that you can consume. There are all sorts of products now that you can buy with keto acids and keto salts. And then there are endogenous producing, or we make them internally in our liver, of ketone bodies. And ketone bodies are a fuel that actually, from a preferential perspective, in many ways, are preferential to our physiology, including our central nervous system. Although certain cells of the retina and the kidneys and things of that nature in different areas need glucose as well too. So this whole diet component is a little confusing, but part of the risk that a lot of people talk about with keto is we make them internally in our liver. And if we have crappy liver function, the capacity and ability to make ketone bodies becomes less and less and less. So beta-hydroxybutyrate and different types of ketone bodies and keto acids are produced endogenously in our liver if we have a good liver. So people who are using a keto diet and not doing well could have a problem with health of their liver, and could also be what we call lack of fat adaptive. And lack of fat adaptation is when we have the capacity of using fat at a higher level as far as fuel distribution is concerned, and this takes time. So coaching somebody through a ketogenic diet is something I use quite a bit, but also it's a transitional tool. I don't jump somebody into 70 to 80% of their calories in fat per day right out of the gate. So just to let you know, from my opinion, paleo versus keto versus Mediterranean versus whatever the case may be, everybody has different capacity. If your genetics are equatorial and you have this long-standing genetic information in your physiology that is stimulated by regional foods such as fruits, your capacity are going to be much, much higher for tolerating those foods, especially if they're real foods. Now, the problem in our food chain is most of the foods that we're consuming are not even real foods anymore. You look at high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup is 6 times more insulinogenic than glucose. What does that mean? It means that glucose is going to spike your insulin and bring your blood sugar up. High fructose corn syrup is going to do it 6 times more. So we look at fatty livers, which are associated with alcoholism, but also in high levels of sugar, like with diabetes. We're seeing 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds with fatty livers as a diagnosis. So what we're feeding our kids, what we're feeding our developing population, and certainly our adult population, is something that should be metered based on your output, your genetics, your general physiology, your health status, and also your preferences. So I hope that's not a bummer as far as what to eat, but the reality is it's always unique to who you are. So I hope that's helpful, and once again, I look forward to joining you soon. Thanks again.